All right, it's day 23 and it's like 10:30 right now, maybe 11. And I just have my regular breakfast. So let me show y'all. 4 eggs, 84 grams of egg whites, bread, turkey, bacon, cheese, and then, oh my gosh, bro, these new yogurt bolts are actually insane. So I got like a chocolate version of the cereal as well, so that one will probably be really good when I get to it. But I'm not gonna eat my oatmeal until later, so I can talk about what I read when I do. But yeah, today is just a homework day, so I just have to work on that paper that's due tomorrow. But other than that, I just have like a few chores. So today I wanna hit the gym and macros, read, do cardio, edit my video, and do my homework. So pretty simple set of tasks. But yeah, I was 151.2 pounds this morning, which is so strange, honestly. Like, I feel like that's really light considering I was like 155 on Sunday or Monday. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll up my calories or just like eat more today. But yeah. I think that's it for now. So I'll see y'all when I'm eating my oatmeal or eating my second meal, and I'll update on how much homework I've gotten done by then. So goodbye. All right, guys. It's time for meal number 2, which is chicken and rice. Surprise to no one. But so far I basically wrote like my outline, or like I wrote down all the information that I'm gonna use to write my essay, and I wrote the first paragraph, like the intro with the thesis. So it's a 1-page paragraph, but it's like single spaced, so it's really like 2 pages if you think about it. But yeah, I should be able to finish that today if I lock in, and hopefully work a little bit on my accounting homework. But I just made my chicken for tomorrow as well, so that's good. But after this, it's like 3:30ish right now, so I don't know, I have like 4 hours to work with really, so I'll probably work on homework for a little bit, and then I don't know when I'll probably make my oatmeal around like 6 or 5. But yeah, but I'll read before then so that I can talk about what I read when I eat my oatmeal. But yeah, what else? I got my level up chest in Clash Royale, and I got my free shard, and it was Evo Hunter, so I'm kind of pissed about that. It's like the worst thing you could possibly pull. But yeah, besides that, oh yeah, I have like a few chores to do today because it's Tuesday, so I gotta take out the trash and stuff. But yeah, I think we're on pace today for it to be a productive day. But yeah, I will see y'all when I'm eating my oatmeal and when I'm ready to talk about what I read. So see you then. All right, guys, it's time for oatmeal talk time. And so today I read chapters 9 and 10. So we're starting with the 5th plague, which is the pestilence. And the Lord tells Moses again to go to the Pharaoh and tell him to let his people go. And if he doesn't, then the Lord is going to send basically pestilence, and they're going to destroy and kill all of the horses, all the livestock, horses, donkeys, camels, herds, flocks, and they're all going to die. And he's going to distinguish between the livestock and make sure that no animal that belongs to Israel is going to get touched. And so the day after it happens, and the Pharaoh even checks and counts all the livestock, and it's true that none of the Israelites' none of their livestock dies. But, he remains obstinate, and he doesn't let the people go. So here comes the sixth plague, which is the boils. And the Lord tells Moses and his brother, basically take a handful of soot and from a kiln. I don't know what soot or kiln is, but I'll probably put it up. And go in the presence of the Pharaoh and scatter it into the air. And it's going to turn into a dust that'll go over the whole land of Egypt and cause festering boils on human being and beast alike. So on all the humans and the animals, essentially. And of course, nothing's going to touch the Israelites. And because the boils, affect everyone, even the magicians can't even stand in Moses' presence because the boils were so severe. But, the Lord hardens the Pharaoh's heart, and he still does not let the people go. He doesn't listen. So here comes the seventh plague. So Moses tells the Lord, present yourself in front of the Pharaoh and tell him that I'm going to unleash hail like Egypt has never seen before since its creation. And so God's showing a mercy here too. Let me find it. I'm going to rain such fierce hail as there has never been in Egypt from the day it was founded up until the present. Therefore, order your livestock and whatever else you have in the open fields to be brought to a place of safety, because whatever human being or animal is found in the fields is not brought to shelter will die when the hail comes down upon them. And yeah, I think, was it here? Okay. He says, for by now I should have stretched out my hand and struck you and your people with such pestilence that you would have vanished from the earth. So the Lord's basically saying, you should be dead right now. I should have just wiped you and your people out for defying me this many times. But he's showing a mercy. He even tells them what to do to avoid, all their livestock and their people from dying. And the Pharaoh's servants who feared the word of the Lord listened, and they took their servants and their livestock and they put them under, a roof, shelter them so that they wouldn't die. But those who didn't pay attention left their livestock and their servants out in the field. You can assume what happened to them. So the next day, Moses stretches his staff towards the sky. Thunder and hail comes down and just annihilates anything that's out and not under, shelter. And, of course, Goshen is spared. All the Israelites are unaffected by the hail because they are, the Lord's people. And so the Pharaoh calls Moses and Aaron back, and he's like, I've sinned against you. He sounds like a broken record at this point, right? He's like, I've sinned against the Lord. Me and my people are at fault. I'll let your people go. Just go tell the Lord to stop this hail. And so Moses goes out. He leaves the city. He prays to the Lord, and the Lord, of course, stops the hail. And the second the Pharaoh sees that the rain and hail and thunder have ceased, he hardens his heart again. He becomes obstinate, and he does not let the people go. So that's the end of chapter 9. And chapter 10 starts with the 8th plague, which are the locusts. This one's kind of wild. So the Lord basically tells Moses, I've made the Pharaoh and his servants obstinate, and, it's time for you to perform more signs so that they know that I am, the one and true God. And so basically, the Lord says that he's going to bring locusts into their territory, and they're going to cover the surface of the earth so that the earth won't even be visible. It'll just be black from all the locusts that are there. And any tree, any field, anything that was left after the hail, the locusts are just going to devour it and get rid of it and exterminate it entirely. It says they'll fill up your houses, the house of your servants. The locusts are just going to dominate all of Egypt, essentially. And of course, the Israelites are going to be spared because they're the people that need to go leave and go, pay homage to the Lord. And so here's where the Pharaoh's like, okay, before you do that, just tell me, who's, he says, so Moses and Aaron were brought back to the Pharaoh, who said to them, go serve your Lord, your God, but who exactly will go? And Moses tells them, everyone's going, our young, our old, our sons, our daughters, our flocks and our herds, everyone needs to go on this pilgrimage. And the Pharaoh says, the Lord help you. If I let your little ones go with you, clearly you have some evil in mind. So Pharaoh's making some pretty crazy assumptions, it sounds like. And then he says, by no means, just you men go and serve the Lord. So he's like, only the men can go. And of course, that's not the conditions. So the Lord tells Moses, stretch out your hand and let the locusts come and destroy all the vegetation and whatever the hail has left behind. So Moses stretches out his staff. The Lord drove an east wind, brings all the locusts, absolutely dominates everything. And, the whole land became black, it says. They ate all the vegetation, and so that there was nothing green left on any tree or plant in the field throughout the land of Egypt. So the Pharaoh, hurries up. He summons Moses and Aaron back, and he says, again, I have sinned against you, your Lord, your God. But now do forgive me my sin only this once, and pray to the Lord your God only to take this death from me. So then Moses left the Pharaoh, prayed to the Lord so that the locusts would leave, and the Lord hardens the Pharaoh's heart, and he doesn't let the Israelites go. So then the last plague of this chapter is the 9th plague, the darkness. This one's kind of like confusing, kind of scary. And he, the Lord tells Moses, stretch out your hand towards the sky, that the land of Egypt, there may be such darkness that one can feel it. Like, I guess, I don't even know what that means. It'll be so dark that you can feel it. And so I guess it says it was so dark people could not see one another, nor could they get up from where they were for 3 days. But all the Israelites had light where they lived. So the Pharaoh summons Moses and Aaron again, and he says, go serve the Lord. Only your flocks and herds will be detained. So he's saying, I'll let all your people go, but you're not taking your herds and your flocks. And Moses replies, you must also give us sacrifices and burnt offerings to take to the Lord our God. Our livestock also must go with us. Not an animal must be left behind. For some of them we will select for service to the Lord our God, but we will not know from which ones we are to serve the Lord until we arrive there. So they need to bring everything with them. And the second the Pharaoh hears this, he just gets pissed, and he doesn't let them go. And this is where this ending is kind of like, you just know everything's going to go down after this. Like, this is the last straw. So Pharaoh tells Moses, leave me and see to it that you do not see my face again, for the day you do see my face, you will die. And Moses just replies and he says, you're right, I will never see your face again. So Moses just stands on it. Moses knows, he's on the winning team. But, yeah. So the 10th plague is going to be, I don't want to spoil it. I'll talk about it tomorrow. But yeah, just reading the title, I don't even know what it is, so. But yeah, very, very interesting chapters. The Pharaoh, he's just a stubborn guy, very stubborn guy. But, yeah, the Lord's making an example out of him. That's essentially why he's not been absolutely annihilated. But, let me show y'all my oatmeal. Sheesh. Same old. But, yeah, here's the macros for my oatmeal bowl. Yeah, it's like 7 right now. I'm just gonna eat this, and I'm gonna go take out the trash, and then by then I'll probably have a car to go to the gym. So I'll go to the gym, try and get that done quickly. I'm out of cinnamon. I usually put cinnamon in my oatmeal, but I might buy some at H-E-B, or I might not. I'll just see how this tastes, if it really makes a difference. I put like half a serving of vanilla protein powder, so that kind of gives it flavor already. But the cinnamon just tastes good. But oh my gosh, someone just got home. That's why my dog's barking. But yeah, I'll see y'all tonight when I'm eating my last meal. Alright guys, I'm eating my last meal now. I'm honestly really happy with my macros today. And I think it's because I got the 93% ground beef from H-E-B. And it's just so much better. It's less calories, less fat, it's just superior. So the Costco, it's a better value technically, but the 5% difference is too good to pass up. So I think I'll just buy my chicken and my beef from H-E-B. Dude, I feel like I'm at H-E-B literally every single day. Like today, I got cinnamon and dog food, and yesterday I got those cereals, and yeah, I'm just there every day. So shout out H-E-B. But let me show y'all my meal. Here it is, ground beef and sweet potatoes. Oh. Yeah, this is just gonna be a fire meal. So, but yeah, it's like 10:40-ish right now, so I kind of need to hurry up, go upstairs, edit this video, shower, and go to bed, because I have class tomorrow. So yeah, I'll probably wake up at 6 instead of like 5 something, just because I usually show up with like an hour to spare, and the internet on campus blows. It's terrible. So like I can't even do my homework effectively. But yeah, I also don't want to be late, but I'm never late, except for that one time I literally skipped class while sitting outside of it. But yeah, anything else? Today was push. It was a good push day. I did my cardio, but I only did 20 minutes. But then I like when I go to HEB, since the Gold's Gym is like, and they're like kind of next to each other, I just walk there. Like I don't drive over there, so I walk, and then I walk to my car, and I usually like park. I guess this is like a tip, but I always park like as far as like as far away as possible from the gym, just to maximize the amount of time that I walk in a day. But yeah, so I did 20 minutes of cardio. I walked like 10 minutes if you include you know, the walk to HEB, so it's 30 in total if you think about it. But yeah, I was probably just being lazy, but you know, I'm also saving time. So what else? I think that's it. Yeah, today was a good day. Hopefully I get a lot of homework done tomorrow. But yeah, if you're watching this, thank you very much. And yeah, subscribe if you want, like if you want, comment if you want. But yeah, I will see y'all tomorrow for day 24, I'm pretty sure. So goodbye.